Hello boys, welcome back to another session of interesting video tutorials. And this session is meant for class 11th biology students, and this is meant for 29th July 2020. Our memory as usual helps us in reflecting upon what we have learnt. In yesterday's session, we learnt all the technical terms related to this chapter, and we were discussing about the cell division that takes place in prokaryotes as well as eukaryotes. So basically, what is a cell cycle? The cell cycle is the sequence of events, means one after the other events will take place. Sequence of events by which a cell duplicates its genome. What is genome? Collective genes. Collective group of genes is genome, and it synthesizes other cell organelles and eventually divides to form two daughter cells. So the ultimate target aim is to form two equal daughter cells. That's why it is called equal division. Another name for this is mitosis. So the cell cycle can be understood better by dividing the sequence of events into stages or phases. Totally, there are 5 phases in a cell cycle, and those 5 phases can be grouped in this fashion. First one is interphase. So, interphase is long, non-dividing growing phase. It's a long phase, very time consuming. How much? Interphase lasts for more than 95% of the duration of cell cycle, that long. So previously there was a wrong assumption that interphase is a sleeping stage or resting phase, but latest research shows that it is not a resting stage, rather it is preparing stage. It is a stage for preparation of the cell to replicate, to divide. So interphase again is divided into 3 substages, and that is G1 phase, S phase, G2 phase. And before that, of course, there is one quiescent phase, very calm stage, that is called G0 phase. So all these 4 stages come under interphase. So interphase is not a resting phase. What is it? It is a phase for preparation of the cell for possible division. So like whenever we are going to do any activity, before the actual action starts for the activity, before the activity we prepare, we take some time, plan, organize, sketch. So this is how a cell also will do, and that phase is interphase, and is very important phase. And what happens in this? As we said, the entire cell can undergo division by having sequence of events, and one major sequence of event is interphase, followed by what we call M phase, that is mitotic phase. So there are 2 broad phases, interphase and M phase. In interphase there are 4 substages: G0 phase, G1 phase, S phase and G2 phase. And it is a very long one. 95% of the time is consumed by interphase. In rest of the left out 5% time, this mitotic stage will take place. It is a short and it is a dividing phase, whereas interphase is not a dividing phase. It's only preparing phase, preparation stage. Whereas M phase is dividing stage. Interphase is lot of time consuming, 95%. M phase is short time, 5% only. And this has got 2 things. What is that? One is the actual mitosis, wherein the nucleus will undergo a lot of division changes. We say karyokinesis, division of nucleus. Kinesis means breaking. What is breaking? Karyon is breaking. In Latin, karyon means nucleus. So nucleus will be broken. And once nucleus is broken, inside there is DNA, RNA, chromosomes. Everything gets changed. All these stages will be seen in karyokinesis. And the karyokinesis is followed by cytokinesis. Kinesis means breaking, cyto means cell. the cell is broken down. So that is cytokines. So by every cell, be it animal cell or plant cell, by undergoing these two major phases, event after event, completes the cell cycle, forms two equivalent daughter cells. The first one is interphase, second one is M phase. So in interphase, G0 phase is also called quiescent stage. The cell pauses in G1 phase or withdraws from the cell cycle before DNA replication and enters a resting state called G0 phase. So we can say G0 phase is a resting phase. It's a resting phase. So this is a subphase in interphase, G0. And cell remains metabolically active. It doesn't sleep, but do not grow or differentiate. Cell may resume growth and enters G1 stage. The moment it starts resuming its activity, then we say cell has entered from G0 to G1 stage whenever required. At any given time, most of the cells in animal's body are in G0 phase midway and enter into differentiation phase. Then they start growing in size, adapt specific shape and function. And next, once it becomes active, then G1 phase. In G1 phase, it is the first or primary growth phase. That's why we are writing here, see, primary growth phase. And it is post-mitotic gap phase of the cell. This phase is between end of M phase of previous cell cycle and initiation of S phase in the next one. So longest phase of interphase, G1 phase is the longest. UPSC NDA question, which is the longest phase of interphase, or generally will ask you which is the longest phase in a mitosis or cell division. You must remember this, G1 is the longest phase and the duration is variable cell to cell. It is longer for rarely dividing cells and shorter for frequently dividing cells. Cell is metabolically active, that's important, that's why it is active, and grows in size. RNA, proteins are synthesized. Large number of nucleotides, amino acids, histone synthesis, energy-rich compounds are formed. That's why it is very, very crucial phase, G1 phase. Cell organelles also double, increase in number. In this phase, cell basically prepares DNA. And from this phase, cell may opt, it has got a choice, either to switch back to G0 phase or enter into S phase. And S stands for synthetic, G for growth, G for growth. So in S phase, DNA synthesis or chromosome replication, DNA synthesis, DNA replication, chromosome synthesis takes place. Each chromosome replicates to produce two sister chromatids which remain attached. So the attached ones, where do they get attached? To the beads, I said Rudraksha, centrome here. DNA content doubles and hence duplicate sets of genes are formed. So S phase is so important. After chromosomes replicate, they remain fully extended and uncoiled. We can see the chromosomes getting straighter. This makes them invisible under the light microscope, hence called invisible phase. And now the G2 phase will enter. It is the second growth phase because G1 is the first growth, G2, that's why we are calling it G2, secondary growth phase. This is pre-mitotic gap phase. Cell prepares for division or genomic separation, synthesizes whatever synthesis takes place in S phase. Mitochondria and other organelles replicate because they have to store energy. That is the purpose why mitochondria gets duplicated or replicated. And chromosomes get condensed. Coiling of chromosomes will take place. RNAs and proteins are formed. Microtubules begin to resemble at spindle fibers. Yesterday we talked about microtubules and spindle fibers. In general, cell begin to assemble the machinery which is useful for possible division. So in animal cells, centrosome also begins to divide to form two centrosomes are pair of centrioles. Again, yesterday I said nucleolus is responsible for formation of centrioles, and centrioles are responsible for formation of astral bodies. Astral bodies are responsible for formation of spindle fibers, and once spindle fibers are formed, then only division starts. So this is how in animal cells also microtubules play very important role. So this is about the interphase and the substage and characteristics, and in our next session we will actually study what happens in this mitosis, because in that mitosis there is 4 substages: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. We say PMAT. P for prophase, M for metaphase, A for anaphase, T for telophase. We will study separately tomorrow about these PMAT substages, what exactly happens during that, and at the end of this PMAT the cell will divide physically, and that is called cytokinesis. So until then, practice writing important characteristics of interphase, like what is the important character, 2 characters at least of G0.